and see to give people a chance to get here. And I'm just going to click over to Facebook for a minute while people are joining us, and then we will start.
Sweet.
Ooh, it's really crazy when you go on and when you're talking on one screen, but then you can see yourself like in a 20-second delay on the other screen.
Oh, whoa.
Um,
Yeah, totally.
yeah, it's like super freaky. And so I am going to hold off just 2 seconds and see if I can add this to you. Oh yeah. So I'm supposed to tell you before we get started that Christine, who is on my team with me, so we do a call the other night, and she tells me, and I look at her and I'm looking at her and I'm like, "Did you cut your hair?" She's like, yes, I did. I was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to cut your own hair. You're not supposed to." It was really fun.
That is funny.
I'm not sure if it was funny or good or what, but it happened.
Well, yeah, I think there's a lot of that going on right now, actually. I mean,
Okay, so we're gonna get started. I am here with my friend Gina Parker, who works at Pigment Salon, and which is downtown, which is temporarily closed.
yeah.
My camera's super dark. I promise I'm getting better lights. It's gonna be better. Okay, so here's the deal. I have known Gina for
Almost 9, 10 years.
a long
8
time.
years. Yeah.
A long time. And she has been taking care of my hair. Um, I was trying to get in for an appointment the Tuesday after we were all locked down. I was messaging with her on Friday. She had a 4 o'clock on Tuesday. I was like, maybe. And then I never responded. And then we were in full lockdown. So I asked her to come on today to talk to me about, she'll be back. I asked her to come on today to talk to me about hair and all the things that we can and should be doing. All the things that we can and should be doing for our hair right now. Some of the don'ts that we shouldn't be doing with our hair right now. Um, and so we're just going to have a little conversation about our hair. So I'm going to start by just asking you a whole series of questions. The first one is, most of you are noticing I'm starting to look a lot more like my daughter because my hair is turning curly again because I didn't get to go get it straightened. Um, what do you have to tell us with all the stuff that we can't be doing right now? We'll start with how should we be taking care of our hair? Start
Well,
there.
I think the biggest thing when I was sitting and thinking about like what am I going to say is like it's a great time to give your hair just a break in general. Like we all work, even if you don't work and you're at home being a mom and working, you work harder than we do. We're constantly worried about our hair somehow. And like giving it a break, no hot tools, letting it air dry. I think it's a great time to embrace that. I know a lot of people are still working from home and maybe doing meetings on Zoom or whatever. You know, this is all a new platform for me, but and you want to look good. I get that. But there's so many different things you can do without going crazy. I purposefully let my hair air dry today because I thought, who wants to see someone get on with full done hair and, because
I know I've never seen your hair like this.
yeah, so I just let it air dry because this is me. Actually, this isn't really me. My hair's typically up in a top knot all the time. Um, so, but yeah, give your hair a break. And, you know, I think that, we all have cupboards full of product. Like, if you don't, you're probably not someone I know because every female I know has a whole cupboard full of products. So dig out your hair masks and things that you never take time to do, and this is the time to do those things. So put it on, wrap your hair and like warm up a towel in your dryer and put it on and leave it on for 20 minutes. I mean, anything less than 10 minutes, you're wasting product. So give yourself the time to actually leave it on or sleep in it overnight. I mean, Either
Okay,
works.
so before we're done, I'm writing things down, but once we get off of this, will you drop the name or two? Are you guys still selling products? Are
So
you still?
so we actually took a survey to see if people might like a curbside pickup type situation, and
Yeah.
we maybe got one person that was interested.
Well, then you asked too soon. You need to wait another 2 weeks till we're all desperate and you'll have
Right.
different answers.
Right.
Um,
The problem is we're not able to
you're not
go to
there.
the supply houses to pick
Yeah.
anything up. So it's really what we have in stock, which is
Okay.
mostly shampoos, conditioners, those sorts of things. But I mean, it is a possibility. Maybe people weren't just quite ready yet to do that.
We didn't know how long we were going to be here.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? It's crazy times.
Okay, so when we're done, I'm going to have you come back and you can drop some comments of products that would be good for like the mask and all of that of what we
Absolutely.
should if we are ordering or getting to the store or any of that.
If you don't have
Um,
products at home, another great thing is coconut oil. Don't get it on your scalp, just put it on your ends. It works great. It's a great moisturizer, natural moisturizer.
there's our tip of the day:
Yeah,
coconut oil.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to jump for 1 second because I can see that there's actually guys on here watching.
Ooh, yeah.
Are guys a totally different story because they just use a little trimmer and they just get to trim up their head?
I mean, yeah, I've seen some videos of husbands having their wives trim their hair, and I mean, if you're just a buzz, I mean, that you can't really mess that up too much, but a haircut, eh, I don't know. I mean, you're rolling the dice, I think,
Yeah.
but if you have to, trim up your sideburns and have her clean up your neckline and whatever, whatever you can do. If you're not a product person as a guy, throw some product. If you don't have it, your wife probably does, or your partner, your girlfriend, whatever. Put some pomade in it and slick it back. Do something different, be creative.
Yeah. Okay. So there's our boy thing. Then the next part we're going to ask about is I like that your name is actually under my photo, which is super funny. But um I uh I thankfully I wanted to do color right before this all happened, but thankfully I didn't. But I have many friends who are asking me about that and made sure to ask you
Yes.
is there anything they should be doing, can be doing, could be using at this time
Well,
when there's an inch of a different color on the top of their head?
right. If you're blonde, I just say write it out, embrace the roots. It was fashionable at one time to and it is now actually, all the shadow rooting and all of that is kind of a big thing. So just roll with it. I mean, realistically, as a blonde, if you're trying to attempt something on your own, I promise you're going to pay a lot more money to get it fixed in the aftermath. So it's not even worth it. And that's just being realistic. I mean,
Yeah.
even if you had the best circumstances and the best hair, you're still probably in the best case going to end up with a yellowy orange color, which nobody loves that color. So just try to write it out if you can. Darker hair, I mean, I'm fully embracing the please just don't touch your hair. But I know that's not realistic. If you're gonna try it, only do the part that's grown out. Don't put it on anything else
Oh.
at all. Just do your roots. If you have to. I would say if you're uh gray is going to be the biggest. People with gray are
Right.
gonna, and they're having, if they're working online and having meetings, that stands out. And that's when I say, which I pulled out because I have both. My favorite is the Oribe Root Airbrush Spray, which I'll put the link to all this when we get done.
Cool.
And then L'Oreal has like a hairspray touch up too. And I can't see as well on this. Don't judge me. I have to put my glasses on. But just to kind of give you guys a little hint, like I don't have a lot showing, but basically what you do is you just kind of go in and do little short spurts like this.
Oh.
So let it dry. It camouflages all of that. It's water soluble, so when you shampoo your hair, it's going to come out. Don't walk in a rainstorm because it's going to drip down your face probably. But it is a good alternative to get you by. Just hit your part line, hit around your face. It's the best thing for that.
Okay, so that's at least the answer for when you're the day that we do get out of here and we have to go to the salon, but we just don't want to look that bad on our way.
Absolutely.
I'm more worried about that one.
Yeah.
I'm also more worried about how you think you're going to be working 24/7 when this all ends and that we can all get in.
We actually powwowed about that. We had a staff meeting, a virtual staff meeting, and we know that we're in for some crazy days. So our biggest thing is
you guys need like the assembly line of like someone's going to do the dyeing and someone's going to do the cutting and someone's going to do the blowing. Like just keep moving down, people.
I think we'll be working a lot of extra days and hours to make it happen.
Okay. So my hair should be layered, and right now it's beginning to look like the bell, where it's way bigger on the bottom and closer to my head. It's not. Is this just me wearing it in a ponytail every day till they let us out of here?
Yeah. Layers, don't even attempt it. I mean, really, nobody, unless you have really short hair, and even then, there are things you can do to get you by. But don't cut your hair. I mean, I'm a professional and I don't cut my own hair. So, I mean, it's just you just don't do it. It's, I
don't know how you do that. I don't know how you don't cut your own.
No, just don't do it. It's, it makes me scared thinking about it. Okay, and you know what? My clients will tattletale on themselves when they come in. They'll be like, I know you're going to see it, but I cut my bangs, or I cut, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to see it.
Well, I was telling you before we went live that I think Christine's still on here. Sorry, I'm totally throwing you under the bus, but Christine cut her bangs the other night, and we were doing a Zoom call like this, and I was looking at her and I was like, something's different. And I was like, did you cut your hair? And she's like, yes, I did.
Yes,
and she's like, it'll grow back.
And it does. I would say honestly, bangs are the one thing that if you're going to do it and you just can't stand it, if you already have bangs, let's put it that way.
You mean don't just start now?
No. The biggest thing is don't have a lot of tension on the hair when you're doing it, because the minute you let go of that, it's going to shoot clear up here. I'm sure you've all seen the YouTube videos of that happening. Your best bet is just to, use a comb, have like zero tension, let it lay as nice as possible, and maybe just kind of slightly clean up those edges if you have to. If you don't, just leave them, pin them back. I know everybody has bobby pins, everybody has clips of some kind, but if you have
7,000 bobby pins. They're from my wedding when you did my hair so beautifully.
Right. Yeah.
Whenever I use them, or I have Lucy use them, I'm like, that's a wedding bobby pin. Those ones are special. Yeah. Yes, I was very fortunate to have her do my hair and makeup for my wedding. And so, okay, it was fun. It was a good day.
Oh, one more tip. So, one more tip about that. Well, I'm thinking of it. So parts, everybody tends to like a part, and I'm thinking of your root line to help you through. Everybody will typically have like a side part that goes straight back, or a middle part that goes straight back. A great thing to do is just kind of comb your hair to the side almost. And instead of it being a part going this way, kind of angle it a little bit. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing in here. So that your part line's running this way and you're not getting that dramatic line.
Oh.
Take your brush, go to the side, pull it this way versus this way. That will help. Another really good thing to help with the roots, which you're going to see my mop of hair here, is comb your hair down. And if everybody has a comb, I would imagine. If you don't, maybe like a pick or a comb with whiter teeth. Comb your hair kind of in the area that you like to part it, and put the end down, and you're just going to do a zigzag. Don't lift the comb up off the head. Go all the way to the front and then pull it apart. Right? So you're getting that. And then if you kind of just fluff, what it does is it camouflages that line a little bit. So that's a super fun secret.
Wait, that looks so good.
Right. And it gives you a little bit of volume too.
Well, we don't all need volume.
Yeah. But you do if you've got roots showing. Even when you have a lot of hair, that little
That
bit
looks
will
cool.
just kind of camouflage it. So super thing. Don't go too wide because then you're gonna have a really big. I kind of just do just a little bit all the way down, and it just breaks it up. It breaks that line up.
I'm like so impressed. That looks so good. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So if you guys see me and mine doesn't look good, you have to let me know because I'm willing to try anything this week. I'm like everybody that I've been interviewing and talking with last week that gave me tips. I'm like, I'm trying that. I'm trying that. Tomorrow I'm talking meal planning, so now I'm going to be all into that.
Nice.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm trying to think what else we have to chat about. We wanted to talk about men, color.
Yeah, I
Don't
had
put
a
your
couple.
things.
Yeah. Oh, talking about wearing your ponytail. I wrote some
Yeah.
stuff down just so I wouldn't not. If you're gonna, because I'm the biggest culprit of all. If you're gonna wear your hair up back in a pony, literally try to move it around a little bit. Don't put it in the same spot because they do create a lot of breakage, lots of breakage. So if you kind of shift it a little bit and do it looser. I mean, I'm the queen of my mom growing up, we had the tightest braids and ponytails known to me. I mean, instant facelift, but it's not really good for your hair. So if you can do it loosely, also, like, seriously, scrunchies making a big comeback, and they're super good for the hair because they're not as, they've got the material, so they're a little bit protected.
So
Um,
better than just the band.
Right. Also, there's a brand, and this is terrible. I'm just blanking on it. I believe they're called. I will put the link up for it, but
Perfect.
they're made of silk. Actually, they're a little more spendy, but they're so good. They don't pull on the hair. They don't break the hair, but they're still fairly tight.
Okay.
So, really good alternative to just the regular hair bands.
And is there a difference for our hair as far as better or worse when it's a bun versus a ponytail? Or
No,
are they both just equally as bad?
yeah. I mean, if you think about it, you're pulling, it's just a lot of pulling on your hair. And I mean, if you have natural hair, no virgin, let's retract here. If you have virgin hair, which not a lot of us have, which means you've never had anything color, chemical, anything on your hair, you can even get breakage just from pulling your hair back. But you add any chemical treatments to it, and your hair is just that much more vulnerable to breakage.
So you're not giving me a lot of good news here. I can't do anything with my layers. My ponytails, I need to move around my head.
Move them around, yes. I would say, uh, get creative too. Like, if anybody that knows me knows, my other alternative for all of this is this. And
See?
usually it's back in a button, that's my game plan. But get creative. I mean, I don't know if you guys
Do you think I
have,
can pull off hats for my Zoom meetings?
you could, why not? I mean, if it's a cute hat, why
I've
not?
got Sold by Jen hats. Can I put those on?
Absolutely. I mean, that's free advertising right there, right? Um,
That's cool.
these scarves, I don't know if you've ever used these headband type scarves, but they're
Yeah.
great just in general. It's another great root camouflage thing. Sorry. See, this is why my hair is not down all the time, because it's like yours. It gets to be kind of a mess.
Yeah.
But,
It's just a
this is
lot.
great for pulling your hair back and
See,
covering
you
your
look cute.
roots, you know?
See, you look cute like that.
You would too. You just have to play with it. I don't like my hair down like this very often. If I do wear something like this, usually my hair's up here in some type of top knot. But another great root camouflage too.
I convinced myself that I'm not going to do it. Like, there's nothing I can learn. I'm trying to run a company. I'm trying to have my husband work from home. I'm trying to do this kid thing. When everyone else is like, oh, I learned knitting, or oh, I took up whatever. I said I wasn't going to learn anything, but I've now committed to the fact that I want to learn how to braid because Lucy wants braids.
Braiding is, yeah.
And
I
I don't know,
actually
I don't know how.
I actually was thinking the other day, somebody else texted me and asked me about braiding, and I thought, I should just do a quick, like, easy braid tutorial.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so now that you've asked about it too, I will put it down on my list of things to do because
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that because I'm coming out of this with no skills, about 20 pounds heavier. And, but I want to learn how to braid my kids' hair.
yes,
So I'm
okay,
gonna,
I'll do it. I will do it
my
for
mom
sure.
taught me a lot. She never taught me that one. All right. I told you I wouldn't keep you too long today, but I don't know. Is there anything else that we're missing that
I'm
we
just
need
trying
to
to go
know?
back on my new notes that I wrote to see if there's anything that I wasn't um that I missed, but um yeah, just know, I guess my big thing is just remember, if you buy boxed hair color from the store, the reason that most people struggle with it is because the levels of ammonia in it are so much higher than what we use in the salon. That's how you can color your hair in 20 minutes at home, because it doesn't work that way realistically. The consumer at home needs something that works fast. They just want to get rid of the roots and go. But just know that it's harder on your hair. There's a lot more chemicals in there that we try to avoid as much of that in the salon. Two of my lines I carry are ammonia free color, so they're oil driven, which keeps the hair in much better shape. So you're not going to
I thought it
find.
was just because you liked hanging out with us because I like chatting with you, Tina and
Oh no,
John.
I do love that too. Yes. And actually, it is amazing not being in the salon. Like, you're so used to that daily, which I'm sure you are too, that
Yeah.
daily interaction, and not having John, our in-house comedian who keeps everybody entertained around, it's been like, oh, this now I know why I love going to work every day,
Yeah.
because it's just always something fun.
Well, I think you love going to work every day because you're very good at what you do.
Well, thank you.
Little backstory. I'm very, very picky. For those of you watching, I'm very picky about who cuts my hair because if you've seen my child or my child's hair, that's what my hair looks like when nobody does anything to it. And so it takes somebody with big hair and wavy hair and curly hair to know what to do. So that was when I found you, I was like, yes, my people.
Yeah.
My husband says I need a haircut, not for my haircut, but for my therapy appointment.
It's true.
Because I'm
And
pretty
I
sure
need
you
it
know
from
more.
you just as much. So
You I'm pretty sure you know more about me than most people in my every single day life. So um, I thank you for what you have to tell us today. It's a good reminder of don't cut your bangs. Don't cut your bangs. Don't cut your bangs. Don't color your hair. We're all in this together. We're all going to come out looking a little more ragged than we went in.
we are, but you know what? I feel like, don't you feel like there's just going to be so much more forgiveness of everything when we come out of it already has started, but I think it's just so much more. Nobody
I
cares.
feel like the world. Oh, we're gonna see. You guys can hang up anytime. We're just gonna sit here and have our therapy session. But I feel like this was like a forced reset for everyone's priorities.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, my husband travels for a living, so he's gone most of April, May, and June. Those are his busiest months. And we're having more family time and liking it, which is the better part of it, and liking getting just to spend time together. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, right. Like, it took away
It,
all the hubbub and busyness, and all of that is gone. So honestly, I mean, if I wasn't coming on live every day, every single day, I don't think I would think about my hair as much. So maybe I just need to let it go and not
You
care. But
do. You just need to let it go. And you know what? I will tell everybody, for you that have your husbands and spouses and partners at home, like, enjoy it. I don't. Mine is one of the essential people. So he's still going out, a few days at a time, and those are the times that I am here with my dog going, okay, now what? What do I
yeah,
do? And like I told you before we went on, I applaud every mom out there, because having little ones at home during this time, as much as you love them, I know it is a struggle and it's hard. I feel that way with my dog barking at me, you know? So I can't even imagine a little one, you know,
Yeah.
now. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
And
I think that it doesn't matter who you are. Like there are challenges for all of us. Like your husband's gone. That's a challenge. I have friends that are single and they're like really lonely.
yeah,
And it's like I don't think it matters who you are. It's we're all in this together.
yeah.
So I'm gonna let you go, but I thank
Okay.
you so much. I'm gonna drop Gina's information in the comments also so that you guys can reach out to her as well. She's also on Instagram also and posts good stuff on there when she's cutting hair and all of that.
Yep.
And then she'll jump on and drop all those products and what
I will.
if
I'll
we
do all
must if we must use something, what we should be using.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. Thank you for doing this. And all of your videos are amazing. Like I loved watching the cookie decorating. I like you am like, it looks easy, but we know it's not easy.
I know, but she made it look easy.
She did. She was
She made
amazing.
it look easy. I don't know if you watched the photography one, but Megan Wise made like mind-blowing things that I learned that my iPhone could do. So
No, but
I'm
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one
you
too.
have to watch it now. If
Yeah.
you have an iPhone, you need to go watch last Tuesdays. But I'm just here trying to connect with people
Love
and
it.
learn something myself or bring something. I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to do them, but I've got 2 more weeks with people, and so
I
hopefully
love
people
it.
are.
Keep doing you. You're amazing. So okay.
You're amazing.
Bye everybody.
I feel like I should end this with a lifesaver mint that I always take from the studio from the salon
Yes,
when I
I should
leave.
have had those.
Uh,
Here, I
right?
drew a card though today. I'm trying to, and I thought this was so befitting, so we can end with this. It says, "Be kind to yourself. You deserve it."
Oh, that's a
Everybody
good
needs
one.
that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we
All
all
right, we're
do.
ending with that.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Okay.
All right. Love
Bye.
you, friend. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.